Episode 25. We are in the NL Central today. The Chicago Cubs ranked number 6 overall in our 30-team preview.
Queloque, 92 wins last year, hermano. The North Side is alive. This team is entering its prime, and I believe it.
92 wins is real, I'll give him that. But Bellinger walked out the door, and that changes things whether people want to admit it or not.
We will get to Bellinger. First, the structure. Rotation is legitimately deep. Lineup has a hole. Bullpen was addressed. That is the Cubs in 3 sentences.
Shota Imanaga, that re-signing was everything. You lock up an ace like that, you're telling the division you're serious.
Imanaga is a stud, no argument from me. When the Cubs actually keep somebody good, I have to tip my cap.
Imanaga posted elite spin rates and plus command last season. Re-signing him at the top of the rotation was the single most important move this offseason.
And then they go get Edward Cabrera from Miami. Power arm, mid-90s, nasty slider. That rotation now has real teeth, brother.
Cabrera has the stuff. He has also spent time on the IL more than I have spent time at church. Durability is a real question mark.
Fair point. But depth covers that. Assad is in this rotation, coming off a strong World Baseball Classic with Team Mexico. Competition for the 4th and 5th spots is genuine.
Assad throwing for Mexico was a moment. You saw the emotion on that man. He is going to bring that fire to Wrigley all season long.
I love Assad. Quiet guy goes out there and competes. My kind of player. Cubs are smart keeping him in the mix.
Now the transaction wire. 3 bullpen arms from Texas. Phil Maton, Hobie Milner, Jacob Webb. The Cubs identified a weakness and filled it with volume.
Volume is right. 3 guys from the same team. Did they just call the Rangers and say, send us everybody? You got?
That is actually smart roster construction. You bring in 3 arms, one of them sticks. Odds are in your favor. Better than overpaying for one closer.
Maiden has swing and miss stuff against righties. Milner is a specialist. Webb adds length, different profiles, complementary roles.
But Bellinger, man, he went to the Yankees. That hurts. That is a big bat, big defense, big presence in that locker room. You cannot just replace that.
I hear you, but I disagree. The Cubs did not build this team around Bellinger. The rotation carries this club. Always has.
The rotation does not score runs, Sully. You cannot pitch a shutout every game. Who is hitting cleanup now? Tell me. Go ahead.
Saya Suzuki hits cleanup. Christopher Morel bats with power. Ian Happ gets on base. That is a lineup. It is not glamorous, but it works.
Happ had a AWRC plus of over 110 last season. Dansby Swanson is a stabilizing presence at short. The lineup is below average, but it is functional.
Below average? Kenji just said below average and acted like that was fine. We are talking about a number 6 team.
A rotation that good compensates. The Cubs ranked in the top 8 in ERA last year. Run prevention wins games in October too.
Thank you, Kenji. The pitching staff is the identity of this team. That is not a weakness. That is a championship foundation.
I just want them to address the lineup. 1 more bat, 1 power hitter. That is all I am asking for.
Now we go deeper. The diamond segment, starting with Shota Imanaga. What makes him special is not just velocity, it is deception. His arm angle creates natural cut.
He is unhittable on his best days. I watched hitters completely freeze on his split. Batters look foolish against this man.
I grew up watching Greg Maddux. Imanaga reminds me of that. Not with power, but with precision. He knows exactly what he is doing every single pitch.
Pete Crow Armstrong in center field. He is already in the majors, and he plays defense at an elite level. The bat is developing, but the glove is already a weapon.
PCA, that kid has energy, brother. You watch him run down balls in the gap, and you remember why you fell in love with this sport.
Good player. Just needs to tighten up the strikeout rate. If he does that, he becomes a franchise piece. Real deal if he figures it out.
Dansby Swanson is underrated in this conversation. Defensive value, leadership, switch hits. His WAR contribution is consistently positive even in quiet offensive seasons.
Dansby is the glue. Yes, not flashy, but every great team has that guy who does everything right. Cubs are lucky to have him.
Swanson is exactly what a World Series team needs. Quiet professional, does his job, no drama. Chicago needs more of that.
Christopher Morel is the wild card in this lineup. Massive raw power, above average exit velocity, but the contact profile is inconsistent. High variance player.
When Morel gets hot, nobody can stop him. That power is real. If he cuts strikeouts by even 15%, he becomes a star in this league.
Every year with Morel, it is the same story. Tools are there. Consistency is not. At some point, potential has to become production.
The farm, Matt Shaw is the name to know. Infield prospect, advanced bat-to-ball projects as a plus offensive player at the major league level.
Shaw is coming. You can feel it. The Cubs have another wave coming up through the system, and that is what keeps a window open for years.
The Cubs farm has delivered before. Crow Armstrong came up and contributed right away. If Shaw does the same, this lineup gets a real boost.
The system is not deep overall, but Shaw is a legitimate near-term contributor. That matters more than organizational depth when you're in a win-now window.
The window is open right now. They need to attack it. Bring Shaw up, add one more bat, and this team has a real shot at the World Series.
I keep saying it. You win in October with pitching and defense. The Cubs have both. Stop worrying about the lineup and trust the formula.
Bottom line on the Cubs, 92 wins last year. The NL Central is genuinely theirs to lose. Rotation is the best in the division.
I love this team, but I need more from the lineup to fully trust them in October. 92 wins means something, but the playoffs are a different animal.
Give me a Managa healthy, Cabrera for 25 starts, and Assad holding down a spot. That rotation alone wins this division. I'm in on the Cubs.
Win total projection is 89 to 93. NL Central favorites. Legitimate dark horse for the pennant. Rank 6 feels right.
Sully is a Cubs fan now. Everybody, did you hear that? He is fully in. Chicago got to him.
I'm not a Cubs fan. I respect good pitching. That is all. Do not ever say that again.
Episode 25. Cubs checked in at number 6. Up next, we continue working through the NL. Stay with us.